said knock it off. One yucky one.
We're born in the moonlight. Ain't a fan to say. Can't breathe in the sunlight.
Hello, beautifuls. This is Aromie here, and welcome back to Changeling. We are here currently in the library talking to guests, Philos and William, about the ghosts, remnants, and all that sorts, and wondering what the hell is going on. You should do nothing. We'll look into the situation. Thank you for informing us. That's it? Just we'll look into it? What exactly will you have us do, Miss Melody? Sound the alarms and evacuate the school? No, of course not. I just expected you to at least sound concerned. Look, there are only two real options here. Something washed into town and is feeding on them. Or we've got some kind of fledgling exorcist running around the school taking them out for kicks. If it's the former, we'll find it and take care of it. But there's not much the two of you can do in that situation. It needs to be left to professionals and all that. And if it's the latter, we need to get their scrawny butt registered before they continue to go around expelling spirits, which neither of you can handle either. Get them registered and make them stop, I hope. She just shrugged at that, which I mean, it's not like humans had been attacked, and yet they felt kind of dismissive. It annoyed me for some reason. Philos must have sensed that I was unhappy about it. He gave me a distressingly stern frown. This is our job, Miss Melody. You're aware of that, yes? Yes. Yes, I am. And you two have other things to worry about, especially you. Aren't you just trying to adapt to all of this? It's been, what, a week? Well, you're not wrong. I mean, I have been trying to adapt, yeah? Then focus on doing that and add a couple of missing ghosties. Yeah, I'll try. If I'm not mistaken, the first bell is going to ring quite soon. Perhaps the two of you should head to class. Yeah, okay. Just a sec. Well, why don't you stay for a minute and give us a few more details on what you saw? Okay. I'll see you in literature, Michiko. Okay. I guess I'll leave. I left him standing at the desk talking with Philos and Cass. The bell rang right as I entered the club room, and I ended up walking to literature alone. Wow, we're speeding through William's chapters, like falling into darkness. It was such a nice day. Mom needed to run a few errands around town and I'd gone with her, but uninterested in whatever Mom thinks she had to do. I decided to just wander around while she was busy. We had agreed for her to pick me up when she was finished. I had been going a touch stir-crazy since Allie insisted I not wander around the woods right now, but I figured wandering around the shops in town would be safe enough. It was broad daylight, right? What could happen? Other than an apparently huge influx of shadowy and not so shadowy but clearly not human haunts deciding to lurk around and give me weird looks if I happen to be anywhere near them. I should have stayed with Mom. Then again, probably not. The first one of those things that popped out at me had caused a minor freak out, which startled two old ladies seated on the bench nearby. I played it off as me walking through the spiderweb, but yeah, not kind of looking like a crazy person in front of my mom. Why are there so many of them today? I glanced surreptitiously over my shoulder at some of the shadows shambling around the sidewalk behind me. I definitely known there were some of them starting to lurk about. I've been seeing them for days, but it was like someone had opened the floodgates. They were everywhere, shuffling on the sidewalk, slithering up the lampposts, standing in the middle of the streets, idly watching the cars pass through their bodies. Guess it's that magic overflow thingy getting stronger. I couldn't get used to seeing the world like this. I kept rubbing at my eyes as if that would somehow get rid of the shadows. Though they weren't all shadowy, there were some that looked pretty solid but had weird features. Some that looked almost human, and others that made no sense whatsoever. They were jumbles of squiggles or things I couldn't see clearly even if I tried to focus on them. Others were tripped out of awnings or half phased into walls. I dug my knuckles into my eyes again and sighed. I need a break. I headed for the nearest shop and pulled the door open, hoping inside would be less, well, just less. It wasn't until I saw the welcome sign that I realized it was the Murder, the cafe owned by Corin's family. Oh, it looks cozy. Different than I expected. Allie had mentioned it once or twice, not a whole lot really, but she had said it wasn't a normal cafe. Apparently his family were something like a paranormal information brokers, or maybe think tank was a better description. They found information for people and solved problems within the paranormal community for a price, of course. Looked like a normal cafe though. Ichiko! Corin's arm full of menus bounded toward me from the other side of the cafe. He's so cute. His foot caught in the leg of a chair, not quite pushed further under the table. His eyes went wide as he staggered toward me, arms flapping frantically as if that would save him. Menus went flying, and I just casually stepped out of his way because that was a disaster waiting to happen. His feet crossed and he finally went down. He hit face first and oh Jesus, that's not pretty, and lay there for a long moment. Everyone in the cafe was staring. I was just glad it wasn't all that busy. I awkwardly nudged him with my foot. You okay? He sat up, laughing slightly as he rubbed his face. I'm fine. You sure? I bent to help him retrieve some of the menus. Oh hey, I can do that. It's fun. It's weird watching you do it alone. You're so nice. I wouldn't go that far. I handed the menus to him and we both stood. So, here alone? Yeah, I was just, out for a walk. Thought I'd stop in for coffee. Great plan. What do you want? It's on the house. Hey, Corey, I thought we told you to stop offering free things to your friends. Hi, cutie. I laughed as an unfamiliar guy strode right up behind Corbin and grabbed him by the ear. Merle! Ow, let go! It's her first time here. I'm just trying to be nice. Nice? Aren't you just trying to flirt? Ow! I watched two of them, not even trying to bite back the laugh at Corbin's expense. Corbin finally managed to get away, rubbing his ear as he made a face at the other man. So, Corey? It's just a nickname. Don't laugh. Oh, I'm not laughing. I think it's real cute, Corey. You're definitely laughing. The other guy, Merle, smiled at me. So, you're a friend of Corey's? I mean, you're quite handsome too, but we're not gonna step there because we're going for William. Well, we're classmates. I'm Corey's older brother. Nice to meet you. I looked between the two of them curiously as I took his hand. They looked absolutely nothing alike. Interesting. I'm Michiko Melody, and I'll pay for my coffee, don't worry. Nah, this dork already offered it to you for free, so I'll feel bad if we charge you now. But just take it out of his paycheck. That works too. Corbin gave me a pained smile. So I'll be treating you to coffee today. I don't mind paying, really. Nah, it's fine. My treat today. What do you have? A latte is fine. Kaya? Is that Kaya? You want to ring those two up? He nodded to He nodded to two other customers behind me and moved aside to let them up to the register. Sure thing. The blonde woman started taking care of the other customers while Merle got my coffee ready. Corey, I was looking for you, so why don't you go see what he needed while I get this ready? Okay. He shot me a wave as he disappeared into the kitchen. I leaned on the counter and watched Merle prepare a latte for me. So I've never seen you before. New here? Kind of. More like a returning old bee. Oh, right, I remember now. Corey did mention a new girl at school. Join that club they have there. Which makes you the new fairy he goes to school with. Makes sense. I flushed and looked around, feeling a little weird talking about it in the open. The other couple had already left and there was no one close enough to overhear that, but it felt a little weird. It's kind of the lead theory now, but I haven't exactly taken the fairy litmus test yet. Whatever that looks like. Quick and dirty method is just to find some fairy bane and see if it interacts. If it does, you know you're fae. If not, well, you can still be fae depending on the situation, but given your magic aura, I'd say it's more than just a theory. You feel pretty fae to me. Magic aura, huh? You sound like you know a lot about them. Fairies, I mean. She gave me a long, quiet look. It was decidedly uncomfortable being scrutinized by her. Merle stepped between us and slid my latte across the counter to me. Here you are, and yes, Kaya knows a bit about the Fae. You ever get really desperate to find out what you need to know, then come here and we'll help you. I've been told that you people aren't cheap. That's rude as shit. I don't think my girl knows that, though, in this game. That they're expensive. I'll remember that. I wasn't sure that I really needed their help, nor was I desperate enough to pay for it. I didn't even know what sort of payment they required. Allie had kind of hinted that it wasn't money, and besides, something about that woman was just, I don't know. She made me a little uncomfortable. I didn't even know how she knew I was trying to find information about myself. I hadn't exactly said anything about that. I gave her a tight smile. I'll remember that. Be sure you do. Okay. I'll let you watch the counter, Merle. She left us there and headed out to check on tables. I watched her curiously. She was odd, for sure. Anyway, thanks for the coffee. Thanks for stopping by. I hope to see you again sometime. I'll pay for my own coffee next time. He grinned. Be careful out there. Seems like it's getting rather crowded. I will. I had a feeling he wasn't talking about normal humans when he said that. I waved and pushed the door open. Mom hadn't texted yet, so she must still be busy. Maybe I should just find a place to drink my coffee. The murder had a few tables outside, and I could see a few more at a shop maybe a block and a half down as well. Looks like a bakery. I debated if I needed pastries or not. Well, maybe I suggested to Mom and we'd get something for everyone. I looked around, trying to decide if there were any shops I wanted to visit. I was contemplating a shop full of blown glass ornaments, but something across the street caught my eye. Well, not something, someone. Two someones, actually. Guess and William? What in the hell? I took a sip of my coffee as I watched them. They didn't really look, they were just hanging out. They kind of seemed to be looking for something. Wonder what that's about. Interrupt them and see what they're doing? I feel like that's real ballsy. Let them complete their work in peace. But I kind of want to talk to William. So I guess we have to be nosy. I decided to go say hello, or well, I really kind of just wanted to know what they were up to, which meant that saying hello was more of a pretext for sticking my nose in. But I just told myself it was research. It was useful for me to know these things. I was willing to bet that the other club members knew about it. Besides, they appear to be looking for something, which meant that maybe they're investigating the missing haunts. William would stop every so often and touch something, then stand really still before they move on. So they were definitely doing something out of the ordinary. Maybe it was misplaced, but I just felt somewhat invested in that whole thing. It might have only been because William had confided in me about it, but if there are developments, I like to know. I took a long sip from my coffee and headed for the street corner, intending to cross and catch up with them. The light turned red just as I reached it, and I sighed in annoyance as I repeatedly hit the big silver button to let it know I was there. Why do people always hit it more than once anyway? I just hit it once. I tapped my foot, waiting for the light to turn. Hopefully they wouldn't run off before I could reach them. I wasn't really up for a game of hide and seek. Something cold suddenly ghosted over the back of my neck. Ghosted over the back of my neck, causing a chill to run down my spine and all the way to my toes. I froze as every hair on my arm stood on end. Something's back there. I didn't know how I knew it, but I knew it. My heart was racing. I was rooted to the spot. I could hear something soft, like a hissing whisper, but I was too scared to look. When something that felt like a hand... No! Something like... I can't even concentrate on reading. When something that felt like a hand ran through my hair and over my neck, I spun around without thinking. Knock it off! I couldn't stop the words before they left my mouth, but I instantly regretted it. My breath caught in my eye and throat when I saw the fuzzy, smoky form behind me. What? Come at me, bitch! Oh, crap. Come at me, pop and scream, ready to... It was quite taller than me, lanky and thin from what I could make out of its body, and two huge white eyes peered at me from the shadowy head. Come at me, bitch! Oh my god, you're fucking scary, no. I swung back toward the street, frantically pushing the button again. Shouldn't have said anything, shouldn't have said anything! Just punch air, just punch it. To us, we punching something. To people outside, we're punching nothing. My heart was hammering against my ribs. If there hadn't been oncoming cars, I definitely would have ignored the light and darted across the street anyway. I cringed when I felt its hand in my hair again, and then there was a solid yank that jerked my head back. That's it. I ran on the figure again, fears evaporating. Said knock it off. Why? Why is it smiling at me? You didn't do that in Danny's round. Get away! Gotta cover. Oh god, I'm getting itchy. When I get seriously scared or nervous, I get itchy. I don't know why. I hate it. I hate when my body does that. Yeah, I know. So stop touching it. It moved closer to my great relief. The crosswalk chirped at the same time. I turned to flee across the street. I'm trying to not look at the figure. I'm trying to look at the text. The shadow guy grabbed my arm and yanked me back. Oh, what the fuck? Onto the sidewalk. Bitch! Panicked, I tried to pry myself away, but his grip was tight. It doesn't... This is so rude! It doesn't even look solid. How is it holding on to me? Let her go! There was hurried footsteps toward us, a blur of a figure, and a very solid thunk as I swung something heavy at the shadow guy's head. Oh, thank God, my heroes! He released me and I stumbled away from him, realizing it was guess who had helped me. Holy jeez! I set a hand on my chest, breathing heavily in relief. Shadow guy cowered away, then went hurling off down the street with an ear-piercing wail. You okay? What is on your... What are you holding? I just realized you're holding, like, what is that? Crowbar? Yeah, I think so. Man, you're pretty good at getting into trouble. Jeez, thanks. I didn't even do anything. Well, I mean, it grabbed my hair, and then I yelled at it, and so... I guess burst out laughing. It's not that funny. You shouldn't interact with them if you can't defend yourself. I know that, but it's not like anyone taught me how to defend myself. Yeah, it's a pretty time of year. Pretty time of year. Pretty busy time of year. No one's had time, I guess. Yeah. Are you okay? I looked down at my wrist, trying to rub the cold, goopy feeling away. Yeah, just a little shaken, that's all. Maybe you should get your friend Allie to teach you some defensive magic. Given that you're Fae, you'll probably be better at barriers than the type of stuff we do. I'll talk to her about it, though I don't plan on getting attacked again. I doubt you're planning on it today. Well, that's true. Well, what are you doing in town this morning? Oh, just roaming around, getting some fresh air while Mom does some shopping. You may want to curb your Fae roaming compulsions until after the holiday when things settle down. I wouldn't really call it a roaming compulsion. My mom had errands to run and I just didn't want to go with her. The point stands. Right. What are you two doing here anyway? They shared a look. Lessons or looking for what's attacking the local residents? We've been checking around town to see if any other haunts are missing. Apparently it's not just the ones at school being attacked. I thought you said you and Vilos were going to handle that. Well, Vilos can only somewhat see ghosts. With the help of some magic items, I can see them. But no one is as good at it as Will. Besides, I can't see the core remnants like he can. So you're making him hunt around the town for ghost guts? It's not as bad as you make it sound. We're just looking for evidence of the missing ones. He's also been attempting psychometry? What? At the scene of each crime. I'd heard of that before though. I didn't know it was a real thing. It made sense, I guess, still. So you're making him watch the crimes actually take place. I didn't like that she was making him help with that. Oh wait, okay. Not when it upset him, but that seemed particularly intense. Yeah, well, he's not seeing much. It feels like I'm being blocked. A pity since it looks like the culprit is going after the location-bound ones for now. I imagine they're easier to catch. It? Well, we don't know for sure what it is, though I'm starting to think it's not human. So some cryptic is going around destroying haunts. Yeah, problem is we don't know why. Didn't you say if it was an exorcist, then it was something that wanted to eat them? Well, there's too much left behind. It doesn't seem to be consuming them, just destroying them. Too bad it's only going after the weak ones, not any of the genuinely problematic ones lurking around. There are problematic things lurking around town? Guess shot William a worried look. Yeah, one or two. And Chico, you should go home soon. I don't think it's a good idea for you to stay out here. No, neither do I. And we're gonna save the game because that bullshit that we just dealt with. It shook me too much. that creepy, whatever it's called, actually touching my hand and holding me back and smiling. No, that was too much. That was too much because I got so itchy after that. And this is just art that's scaring me. This isn't even real life happening to me that I'm scared. Anyway, thank you guys for watching today's episode. I'm gonna take a little breather and I'll see you guys in the next one. Oh, and stay beautiful.
혼자 주저앉아 생각만 커져가